Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how to build your apps with Flutter. On my other tutorial, we talk about how to install Flutter on your laptop and your PC, VS Code and Android Studio. I've done a tutorial on that. You can kindly check that out if you want to. So today we'll be talking about how to build real apps with Flutter, like a build app with Flutter. First of all, you click on create a new Flutter project, and you click on Flutter application. Next, let's call this app my ID, because basically the app will be all about your ID interface. For start, I'm going to drop more complex tutorial. Okay, so it's creating the Flutter project. It has done creating the Flutter project. Okay, so basically once you open a Flutter project, this is what it will show you. Just try to locate this here, open this folder and open this your lib. So this lib is the main data that we're going to be editing. All of our 90% of our work will be inside this lib folder. Okay, let's get started. Let's click on this play button over here and to pop up my simulator, my visual device. It's running Xcode build, it's building the project over there. So when it's still building, let's try to delete all this comment that is in this code. Just all the comments, let's try to delete it. Basically, I will still like remove the widgets and other things there. Like this is what you'll be seeing each time you click on, as in this is the dummy Flutter project that you'll be seeing anytime you build any Flutter project. Okay, now let's get started. First of all, I think I will delete this code from this your second class, first class, and this second class. Let's delete everything from the second class to the last part. Let's delete everything. Okay, so it's supposed to be showing you an error over here. Okay, there's something called stateless widget and stateful widget. Let's work with stateless widget first, and with time you have to know the difference between stateful and stateless widget. So click on press S and it will show you something like this. Click on enter and you give it any name, my ID, and after you do that, you come up to this place that is giving you an error and write my ID, and you delete this title in it's actually a constructor. Okay, now after that you have to delete this container too and create a new scaffold. Okay, scaffold is just a dummy something that let us have okay, let me show the difference between a container and a scaffold. Container child, everything in Flutter work with child. So after container I put child, let's put a text, and the text we put OG dev control, just save it. Okay, it's like I have an error somewhere. Okay, I'm missing the semicolon. Just save it by pressing Ctrl X. Wow. Save it by pressing Ctrl X, and you see it now. This side is showing us OG dev that is on top. So if we want to move it now, we have to like wrap it with center, wrap it with a new widget, and you click on center. You see, is bad, it's not good, it's not good looking in eyes. So that's where scaffold comes. Let me delete this code again and like open a scaffold widget, and let me try putting an app bar. Okay, let me click on just let me save the project again, and you see it now. It's now looking nice even without adding anything inside it. So this app bar, basically if I delete the app bar here, let me try deleting the app bar so you know the work of app bar also. Do you see it is a dummy something, a white background and everything. So now if I add the app bar again, it will show me this blue stuff over here. Now let's get started. Let's try to add a name. Let's try to display a name in the app bar here. So for that you have to add the called title. I have to add the title to the app bar, and their title must be text. I think text. I'll call it dev. You save it again and you see it over here, OG dev. So this is the text actually. Let's change the color of this background to be something nice. Let me give it a color of purple. Now you come back to the app bar, you click enter. I don't know. For it to go down, you click on color, background color. You now write something called capital letter color, COL, colors dot get. Let me give it purple. Yeah, maybe I should go for purple. Purple is looking nice. Okay, another thing here is the background color that is white, like the scaffold color is white. How can we change the color also? Okay, let's get to change that one to bring your cursor over here and click on enter also. Now you write color, background color, let's give it colors dot pink. So I want to add something to it. Okay, let's save the pink. The pink is too much, like it's too, I don't know, dark. Let's give it something like a lighter pink. So now I'll add this thing here and I'll put like 400. It's almost the same thing. Let me put like 200. I don't go. Let me take 100. Yeah, I think 100 is good. 100 is actually the minimum. Okay. So now let's start writing something in our Flutter app. So for you to write something here, you cannot just come and write container. It's not possible. It's not done that way. You cannot come and write texts. I don't think it's possible. It's not possible also. So now let's get started. You have to first of all write something called body, which is the body of the scaffold, which is from this top here to down here is the body. You understand? So in the body, let's try to display something in the body container. Let's try to display a container inside it. So container is just actually a dummy something, and you can also give a container a fixed height inside this thing. Let me give it a height of like about 100 and a width of about 100. And let me give it a space. Control and save it. It's not showing actually. Let me give it a color. I actually love blue. Blue. Do you see it here? So if you want to let anything come to the center or anything, just wrap it with center. Come over here and right click on the container and it will show you something like show context action, and you click on wrap with center. Now you save it again. It's in the center now, and you can change the color to anything you want to change it to. It's not much to look like my own. So let's start writing. Let's assume this is our profile picture, or we see the real picture with time. Let's try typing. So come over here and let's write texts. What's happening? It's not done this way. It's not done. I don't know what's happening. So before you actually add something like I don't know how to put it, a line, something called a column. Add multiple widgets inside the scaffold. Use something called a column. So you right click again on this center and write show context action, and you wrap with a column. Control X. Yeah, it's on top. Let me remove the center now, which I've not used now. So if I wanted to go to the middle again while I'm inside the column, I will just write something like main axis alignment dot center. Wow. Okay, if I want to come to the center, I'll write something again, cross alignment dot center. What's happening? It's not coming to the center. Maybe we should just leave that one for the meantime, because there's many ways to go around it. So now let's save the project again and let's start writing the real code. Let's go to the main point where we are here. Build a ID card for yourself that you share to people and tell people more about you. So we don't need these things here. It's just for a demonstration purpose. Now let's save it. Now this is actually how the project is. Now let's write a child. A child that will be a text, and the text in the text. We add something called. Maybe we should add OG dev. I love using let me move this thing actually to develop apps. it's in black, but I want my text to be white. So what will I do? Just come here at the ending of this place, put a comma, and add style, text style. I don't know if you guys are still seeing this. Text style, and text style you add something called colors dot white, Ctrl X. Colors white. I don't like the white. Let's go for gray, something gray. The gray is too like, let me add 300 to it also. Fuck. 200, 100. Oops. So maybe I should make this thing more darker a little bit so I can see what I'm writing. 300. Yeah, I think it's now okay. Let me change it back to color dot white. Okay, I think it's now okay. But what if I want to increase the font size? Like I want it to be more bigger than this thing. Is this that one easy? Just write a comma again and font size. Let's give it 18 pixels. I think it's now okay this way. I think it's okay this way. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay now. So another thing we can do here is before this thing, I'm supposed to have my profile picture up there, and I want this text to be in the center. I will just come over here and come over to this text, not in the text style, to this text, and I will like alignment, text alignment dot center. Sorry, text dot center. Why is it not moving? Is it because of the color cross-axis accident? It's not moving. Okay, does stretch. We'll actually move it to the center. So now let's try to like add our image before this thing. And there's just some another thing you can add to the text, which is the text font, like a bold. You want it to be bold, don't want it to be bold, which is called font weight. Let's add font weight to it. For NT, let me like come down again so it will be seen well. Font weight, not bold. Yeah, do you see it now? It's now a little bit more bold without the font weight. Let's see how it looks. It's not looking nice. Let's add the font weight actually. OG Dev, I love using Flutter to develop apps. Okay, now let's add our image before the OG Dev. Let's do that now. We come to this children and click on enter before the container. Now you have to have another widget. The name of the widget is called Circle Avatar. And the Circle Avatar, it has okay. I'm having this error because actually I don't put a comma at the back of the same color. I don't know. So now let's add something called background image. Background image. Let's now add something called network image. Network image is actually used to generate image from the internet, like from the server. So add a bracket and put a string inside here. Let me go and take the turn of the slash. I get to like love this image. It's actually a programmer and the code stuff. So I will drop this image URL at the description below in case you like the image. And okay, let's try to give you a little bit space from this image edge to the right top. So we come over after this circle avatar, we like enter. You hit enter and write something called size. Right under which it's called size box. This size box is just like a dummy container that will just take up a little bit size and to give it space. So let's call the size box. Let's give it an height of like about 50. Let me show you how the size box works. So let me save the project now. Ctrl X. You see it? But this 50 is actually too much. Let's give it something like 10. Let's give it 20. Yeah. So at the top also, I think I need a little bit size box at the top at the top also. Yeah. Let me give it 10 up at top. Let me give it 10. Yeah, it's good now. I think so far for me it's good. So let's learn about some new widgets, which is now we need to create something called the button that our users will click and they will get to our phone number, our emails, and other things like that. So let's get started. First of all, you create a button, but we can use a container to actually get it. Let's give it another size box below here too. About 20 will be good. Control C. So container. It's an height of about 10. And give it a height of 10. The width. Now let's give it a color. Wow, it's nice. It's really nice. Body gray. I want it to be something lighter. It should be lighter. Yeah, it's good. So after giving it the color, yeah, it is 10. We need a little bit space from here, from this edge, like a little bit space, and here also. So we can get that by wrapping this container into we can get that by wrapping it with padding. But even if we do this, you still actually have to do it for the next container over here. So the best way to do is to just wrap the whole column inside the padding. cons.edgset.all.only left about 10. Right, about 10 also. I'll save it. I think it's now okay. It's now good. Yeah. So the height of this image is too small. Let's do something like 50. Sorry, I made a mistake. 50 would be cool actually. 40, 50. Fine. Okay. 50 is actually nice. Yeah, it's good. Let's get to create another one. See. Okay. Now we have to give. Okay, what I did here actually, I copied this one, the first one over here, and I paste it here and paste it here again. So let's copy the size box again. And we can use it right it out by ourselves. Let's give the height of 10 and do the same thing here also. Yeah, it's good now. I think it's okay this way. Yeah, well, 20 will be okay if we add 20 to it. I think 20 is the best so far. About 60. I'm sorry. Is okay. It's also good. So let's start writing our name inside the phone number, inside the the container. So come over here and give it a shade with it, and the shade will be text, and the text will actually be name. Name OGDev. Yeah. So first of all, we need to like put this thing size, put the text in center alignment. I think it's okay in the center. Let's increase the font size, style. Just add the same thing we did over here in the OG. I love using Flutter. Okay, so text style, the height of the font size should be something about 18 also. Let's make it bold. Font weight. Dot bold. So we use font weight dot bold here. You save it and it's something like this. It's nice. Name ODDev. Now let's try to, I don't know, let's try to wrap it to a container and check if it will work. Center. It's not working. Control Z. So okay, I need to supposed to have this way. Okay, it's working. Yeah, it's working. I just wrap the text inside in a widget called center, and it's now in the center. So the name is ODDev. I don't think this thing requires to go to the. I think it would be best if it's here. I think it would be best if it's like, remove this widget. Yeah. So I think it would be best if it's in the center here. Now we'll give it a padding and a margin for it to move. That's the best way to do it. So let's wrap it with a padding. Wrap it with a padding over here. Right click on the text and click on show context and wrap with a padding. Now you come here and write only in that place that or write only. In the only you write something called left, which is your left, and give it 10. It moves. And the top, give it about 20. Yeah, and it's good. And cool, yeah. We give it name, ODDev, and other stuff. So you can actually do something like this. But I think it's naughty anyway. It's not that good, and good is not really nice. I will teach you guys a way on how to do it, but how to add a row to it also. So let's copy this code. So to save our time, I think we'll have to copy this code and edit one or two things inside it. So let's paste it here. Let's delete the old container. We'll delete this one also and paste this one here. So save it again and it will be showing the same thing. Now let's write an email. Yeah, it's good. I think it's good. Let me make this font capital. ODDeveloper@gmail.com. Hey, I think it's nice this way. And let me add like a phone number. Let me add like a phone number and let me add +1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And save it. And I think this one is also nice and it's good this way for my own opinion. I don't know about your own. So it would be nice if we, I don't know, let's change this color from gray to something else. Let's use like green. I don't know a color that will match this, but let me use purple anyway. Purple about light purple. Now we make the text white. I think it would be nice this way, or let's try to make something like 600. Yeah. Now we'll come over here, we'll copy this purple 600, copy it from here. Paste it here also, Ctrl V, and same thing here, because the color will be nice to be purple for me, for my opinion. I don't know about your own. And you come here and write color. So now let's change the text color. Color just white. It's nice this way. Let me copy this color dot white. No, let me leave it anyway. Colors dot white. color. Yeah, I think so far it's actually nice, and our stuff is looking very nice so far for me. Now let's go and shift it to the center. There is our column. Main, you come to the column at the top, main axis alignment, main axis dots, center. Yeah, it's good this way for me, so it will be easy for user to come and click, and it will navigate and pop. So I don't think we need to have anything else. So let's start styling our widgets. Like this container, let's start making it more beautiful. Let's try to add a border radius to it, because this tutorial is actually for you to learn new things. Let's add the border. Come to the container and write something called border decoration. You add box decoration, color, box decoration, border radius dots, circular, and you give it like 15. Let's check it out. Okay, what's up? What did you need? Sorry. Okay, you need a box there. What? I don't know. Sorry, I made a mistake. Border radius, not box. This one, I made a mistake over there. Border radius dot circular, and we give it to 15. Wow. Okay, now bear this in mind. Copy this color. If you have any error like this, just check your box decoration, copy the color, and like paste it here. As you can see, it's telling us cannot provide color and decoration. So this is what it's trying to say, that you must put the color inside the decoration. So anytime you have any issue, just come up here, know what the issue is all about. If you can't solve it, search it on Google. Stack Overflow, it really helps in many things. Okay, now let's save it again. What's happening? Okay, I have to delete this color from here. I have to delete the color. After copying it to that place, I will delete it. Okay, I don't know if you notice anything here, but I think I love this one that is curved than this plain one. You can even customize it by having something like 25. But I think 25 is okay. Let me try using 20. Yeah, 20 is the best so far. So let me copy this thing over here. I just copy like, as in. But with time, I'll teach you guys how to like use constructor and do all these things. The same issue with the color again. So let's delete the color away. The color is supposed to be inside the box decoration. Yeah, I think our app is now looking nice, so I don't think we need to add anything to it again for now. It's looking nice. They come here, they see our name. That the owner of this application, his name is OG Dev, or you can add your simple name to it, his email address, his phone number. But I think it would be actually more greater if the user can able to just tap this thing instead of to copy this thing down. You can tap it and it will take them to our phone number, and they will call us actually. And they will tap the email also, and take them to our email. And once they type the name, I don't know anything. I don't think anything is supposed to happen when they type the name. So for you to do that, let's do that in the next tutorial. Kindly subscribe and watch out the next tutorial on how to do something like this. I'll drop in the video soon. Kindly check it out.